Hi, I'm Lisa, and this is my second video on my cancer journey. I did a first one which was about round one, and now this is the second video that I'm doing on what it's like for me after doing a second round of chemotherapy. So the first video I mentioned that I have stage 3 cancer, which was diagnosed in September, and it's now, today's December 1st. So this video is going to be quick actually because I'm actually doing really well after the second round of treatment that I've had. The first round I had more side effects, and this second round I have to say I've been feeling pretty much like my regular self. So I'm going to be starting the third round very soon, and knock on wood, hopefully I'll be having the same report that I'm feeling good. I know it's predicted that as the rounds increase that you start to feel worse, but I'm trying to be positive here. So for the second round of treatment, I did feel what I felt in the first one, not all of the symptoms. The main symptoms that I felt were the cold sensation. I was very cold. I was very sensitive to drinking any cold liquid, anything from the fridge. I just really felt it like going down my throat and in my mouth. And I found that I had some teeth sensitivity as well too. I didn't really notice teeth sensitivity from the first round, but the second round I definitely noticed it. So I had to be really careful about drinking cold things when I've been going out because it's cold here in Canada. I've been wearing gloves, a big jacket. I feel like the cold is really affecting me. I don't know if it's all because of the chemo or just because I'm not, used to the change in the season here just yet. But I notice that I really am cold. So every time that I go out, I'm making sure to wear my gloves. So besides the cold sensation, I only had 2 other symptoms, and which was really good because the first round I felt very, very tired. I had a lot of stomach pains. Things like that. For this round, besides the cold, I had something that was weird this time that I didn't have the first time, and it was to do with my fingers. Several times in the first few days, it felt like my hands and my fingers kind of seized up. I don't really know how to explain it. I think that's the best way that I can do. Maybe they spasmed, but my fingers got really, really stiff. It lasted for a few minutes, and so it was hard for me to use my hands. Which is actually kind of worrying, right? But it didn't last long, and it hasn't happened now in a few days. But like I said, the first few days of treatment, I noticed that. I think on the first day of the second round, it was immediate, pretty immediate, like later that afternoon that I started to feel that stiffness with my fingers and my hands. And then something else that I noticed, and it didn't last very long, probably the first or the second day of the second round, was I noticed like my mouth here, it felt really like tingly and numb. And so that wasn't something that was lasting a very long time, but it kind of came on for a little while. And I don't know how else to explain it, but yeah, just like tingly, weird, my mouth, my lips, like behind there. And then it went away. And so that was only the first day, or at the most 3 days, and then that was gone. And besides that, this round, like I said, I've been feeling amazing. So one day I went to the gym. That is something that I want to do, is go to the gym. I used to go to the gym more frequently, but for the second round, I only went to the gym one day. And other than that, I've been taking my supplements every day. I'm not taking as many of the supplements as I want to. Those are just vitamins. Sometimes I forget because right now it's kind of the end of the day, and I realize that I didn't take all the ones that I wanted to take, but that's something that I'm trying to do to counteract. But yeah, I'm really amazed, and I'm so pleased that this time I'm feeling really good. So I hope when I do the next video from the third round, I hope I can say the same thing. So there's not really too much else to say. Just something that I didn't, talk about or show you in the first video maybe is, so I explained that I go into the hospital and I'm getting a treatment there for almost 3 hours intravenously, like through this pick in my arm, which is like covered up right now. And then when I leave, I'm actually, you know, sorry, I have this chemo brain. Sometimes I forget what I'm trying to say or I can't think of it. But after that initial treatment in the hospital that they give me about like over 3 hours, then they send me home with this infuser pump bottle, which continues to give me medication for the next about 48 hours or so. So it's been disconnected now. I have to get a nurse to disconnect it after that time period when the infuser bottle is empty. But I still have the bottle here, so I'll just show it to you. So the bottle is double bagged right now. When it's disconnected by a nurse, they put it in these 2 bags, and then I have to wait until I go back to the hospital. And then they have special garbage cans for this bottle because this is actually a cytotoxin, which is toxic to your cells, so it can't be thrown out in the regular garbage. So each time when I go back to start a new round of treatment, I have to remember to bring this bag with the infuser pump bottle with me in order to properly dispose it. So, and I'm very happy so that I'm remembering to bring back the bottle. You know, it's only going to be my 3rd round upcoming again. But the other 2 times I remembered the bottle and I was very happy. I didn't want to go back there to start my treatment and they're asking me, where's your bottle? And I forgot it at home. So usually when I go and the bottle is disconnected, because the bottle is disconnected somewhere else, it's not disconnected at the hospital, I go to this nursing place and a nurse disconnects it. And so I guess they don't have the proper facility, like the proper garbage facilities for it, so that's why they give it to me. Then when I get it, I put it in my car. I was a little bit nervous to have it in my car just because it's like kind of dangerous, I guess. And you know, there's the odd time that I'll have a kid sitting in my car with me in the back. So what I do is I just take this and I throw it on the bottom, on the floor on the back. So like I don't have it on the seat or anything in case, like it is sealed in here, like the infuser pump itself is sealed and then it's in the double bag, but I make sure that it's on the floor so it wouldn't cause any damage to anybody. So like I said, I don't put it on the seat or anything like that, but it's on the floor. So if anything, you know, maybe somebody's boots or shoes would touch it and that wouldn't cause any problems to them. So when I go back, I'll remember to bring this back and throw it in the garbage. And then when I also go back to start my 3rd round, I have to remember to bring my little purse for it. Because when this is attached to my arm here, you know, there's like a tube and then it goes down through my shirt. I have to carry this bottle around with me. I should have brought the little bag down to show you, but it just kind of goes on like a purse, and then the bottle is kind of like here around my hip. So for 2 days, and I carried around with me, it's like, you know, I'm a little baby with my bottle. I have to be conscious of it all the time where I'm sitting and when I'm laying down. But that's it. Actually, I washed the bag upstairs. Like I washed the bag and it's upstairs right now in my bedroom drying right now because that's something that I'm trying to be conscious of because for 2 days I'm carrying it around with me, and so it's sleeping with me and it's kind of going everywhere. So whenever I start a new round of treatment, I want to make sure that I wash that little purse bag so that when I go for the next round, then it's clean when I put it on me again. I don't know, I'm a little bit of a clean freak. So maybe next time I'll show you the bag. But other than that, I think I'm gonna close out the video because everything is good with me. I'll just say maybe something else, I guess, is this week it's been very, very itchy. The PICC line has been very itchy. I've been scratching around it a lot. I do have a lotion that I've been putting on. It's like an anti-itch, like anti-dryness lotion. So I've been trying to put it on because I don't want to scratch that much. Because the thing is, I started scratching it a lot. Okay, I put extra padding in here and see how it fell out. Because the thing is, right here, the PICC line, this is like plastic around it. And it's not just itchy around it, but it's also like itchy like there, like under the plastic. And so I find that I'm scratching the plastic a lot, but I'm scared because I don't want to put a hole in the plastic. Because the last time that I got this dressed, she took all of the bandages off. So all I had was, I just had this thing coming out of my arm, and all of this other stuff, it was gone, right? And then she has to clean around it and my arm with this special cleaner, and it has to dry completely before a new dressing is put on it. But after she cleaned it, while we were waiting for it to dry, I had a small little itch, and it wasn't even like right where the pick is, but it was kind of like here. And I scratched it, and then she saw me and she said, oh no, now I have to clean it again, because I guess I contaminated it. So you have to be very, very careful. And so since, I just brought that up, because since I've been scratching it a lot lately, I've been worrying that I'm going to, that I might have broken the plastic a little bit, in which case contaminated underneath. So now I'm just kind of looking at it a lot. But you know, it doesn't look like, it looks all right, so hopefully it's okay. Anyways, they'll look at it again soon. So once a week I get this dressed. And then they'll look at it sooner than that anyways, because when I start my 3rd round of treatment. Okay, so yeah, so lately I'm just, because I don't like how it's kind of like, feels like it's more exposed here with just like a light bit of plastic. Oh my gosh, see the itchiness? It's very itchy. So I know I shouldn't be scratching, but you know it's hard not to scratch, like if you have a mosquito bite or something. Okay, so yeah, anyways, this is just like some Kleenex that I just kind of rolled up, and then I'm just trying to, it's hard to make it stay when I pull up the sleeve, but yeah. Okay, so that's it with my PICC line, that's it with my symptoms. So yeah, so anyways, round 2 was successful. Everything was great. Oh, another thing was, I had a family event tonight. It was my niece's birthday. She's 14. The reason that I bring this up is because I always liked to drink a little bit at family events. Sometimes I've been like a little bit shy. Sometimes I'm not always very outgoing. Sometimes I've had problems with my family in the past, although I've been getting over them. But anyways, I'm just bringing it up because in the past, whenever I'd go to family events, I'd want to drink a little bit of alcohol. So I didn't drink tonight, and since I started my chemotherapy treatments, I haven't drinking any alcohol at all. Technically, I can, because it's my body and I can do whatever I want to do, right? And the doctor didn't explicitly tell me not to drink alcohol, but in the paperwork that they gave me, it said, you know, that I shouldn't be drinking, and if I wanted to drink a little bit, that I should talk to my doctor about it. And so just from research, low battery warning, sorry. So just from research, I saw that drinking alcohol isn't a great thing, because alcohol could actually be cancer causing. So I kind of decided, it wasn't like a firm decision, but I was like, I'm going to try not to drink during this period of my life while I'm doing chemotherapy. It wasn't completely hard, because it's hard for me to be like completely hard on myself. I want to kind of keep the option open. But the thing is, going through chemotherapy is such a major thing, and it's like a very temporary thing, and I really want to give myself the best chance possible. So I haven't drinking alcohol at all this time. So, and I'm very proud of myself. So this is the second family event. No, actually there was another family event. Actually, there's been a few. Okay, so my sister has 3 kids, so she's had 2 of her kids have birthdays since then. But I also had a couple things at my parents' house, which I could have drinking alcohol as well. But I didn't. So I'm really proud of myself for that. I realized that I'm okay. I don't need to drink. Yeah, I'm okay being at a family party without drinking. And the thing is, I don't have a problem with alcohol. I'm not an alcoholic or anything like that. But like I said, it was sort of like a habit that I got into, drinking at these family events, just to kind of make me feel a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, so I really want this chemo to be successful, because after the chemo, I might have radiation, but the main thing I'm getting at is surgery. I'm going to have surgery, and I want to have the best possible outcome, because the surgery can be a little bit dangerous. I'm not really saying what kind of cancer that I have right now, but the smaller that my tumor can be shrunk, it's going to be for the best outcome for myself. So yeah, so I'm not drinking, and I'm really, really proud of myself that I've done that. I don't know, that just feels like a really good thing. So that's all I have to say now from round 2. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to continue making these videos for the next rounds, and yeah, and I hope for round 3 that I say that I'm good too. So stay tuned. Thank you for listening, and have a great rest of your day.